Hello, Mateo, and to your classmates as well, and to the parents out there. So, this video will teach you how to clap the rhythm. And in order to understand the clapping style or method, we must first learn how to count the note values according to the kind of note in the song. So let me point out to you the first note, which is one count. So this is called a quarter note, and a quarter note is one count. This is called an eighth note, and an eighth note is one half count. Now this is half note, which is equivalent to two counts. And this is a dotted quarter note, which is equivalent to 1.5 counts. And so I want to also point out to you that an eighth note, which is 1/2 count, we read this as end when clapping the rhythm. So let me illustrate to you that a quarter note is actually equal to two eighth notes, because 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1. And then a half note is equal to 4 eighth notes, because 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. Another 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. Then a dotted quarter note is 1.5 counts. And so that is equal to 3 eighth notes. So 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1, plus another 1/2 equals 1.5. Alright, are we clear so far? It's important to know the eighth note because it will matter when clapping. Okay? So if you have any questions, just please comment in the chat box. Okay, so so now I want to point out to you measure per measure. By the way, this is first measure, second measure, third measure, fourth measure, etc. Each measure is divided by a bar line. So I want to show you how to clap the first measure. Okay? So we will clap only until here. Okay? So since this is half a beat, it's quick. So let me just put this here. Okay, so that particular measure, first measure, the clapping of that is only 1/2. End. Okay, you have to say the word end. Okay, let's go to the second measure. So on the second measure, we have 3 quarter notes, and we said that that's 1 count each. So this is the first beat, the second beat, and the third beat. We count that as 1 and 2 and 3 and because of the fact that each quarter note has 2 eighth notes. So the first beat is 1, and then the second, the half beat is end. So we say 1 end in order to visualize that it has 2 eighth notes. Are we clear so far? So since this is equivalent to 2 eighth notes, we will count it as 1 end in order for you to imagine the second eighth note in the 2 eighth notes. Are we clear? So let me clap this second measure so you will be able to understand. Okay, that second measure clapping is like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, can you do that too? Can you do the first and the second measure so far? So let me do the first and second measures now, okay? So, and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay? So I just did the first two measures. Now I'm going to show you how to clap the third measure. Okay, so if there is no note, we're just gonna do the beat like this. Okay, so this is the third measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, let me repeat the third measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Could you repeat that, please? Now let's proceed to the fourth measure. So this is an easy measure because you have all the three counts steady beat. Okay, so let me count this is the 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth measure now that I'm going to demonstrate to you, okay? So the fourth measure is 1 and 2 and 3 and. Can you repeat that, please? Now we are on the fifth measure. Okay, I'm going to clap this for you and you can repeat after me. So this is similar to the third measure. Okay, so let me clap to you the fifth measure. One and 2 and 3 and. Can you repeat that, please? We will proceed now to the sixth measure. And the sixth measure has a dotted quarter note. So I'm going to show you how to clap this. Are you ready? So you clap the sixth measure like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and. I'll repeat that. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Can you repeat that, please? Okay, now we are on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. Okay, the seventh measure is quite easy. 3 regular counts. So let's clap that together. Can you clap it with me? Ready, steady, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Let me now draw your attention to the last measure of the first staff. By the way, we have two staves in this song, staff 1 and staff 2. Okay, we are going to clap now the last measure of the first staff. Okay, so watch me. Okay, so we clap that last measure of the first staff like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Can we repeat that? 1 and 2 and 3 and. Awesome. Okay, now we are on the second staff. Okay, let me clap the very first measure. So this is 3 regular counts, so it's quite easy, right? But I'll show it to you still. Okay, let's clap together. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Good job. Now let's go to the second measure of the second staff. It's again another 3 regular counts, so it should be quite easy for you now. So let's clap that together. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Good job. Now if you notice, the third measure is another 3 regular counts. So let's do that as well. Are you ready? Let's clap the third measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Awesome! Okay, now, so we're going to clap now the fourth measure of the second staff. Okay, this is the fourth measure of the second staff. I'll show that to you first, okay? So we clap the fourth measure like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Let's repeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Can you repeat that, please? Okay, now we go to the fifth measure, okay? So the fifth measure is also quite easy. Let me show you how to clap this, okay? So let's clap the fifth measure all together. 1 and 2 and 3 and. I'll repeat that. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Good job. Now let's proceed to the sixth measure of the second staff. We're gonna do this time. Okay? Now, I'll show it first and you follow me after. So it goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and. I'll repeat that. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Could you repeat that, please? Finally, we're gonna do the very last measure of the second staff. And this is also quite easy. So let me show this to you. Okay, we clap the last measure like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and. I'll repeat that. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Congratulations! You finished the rhythm test.